Hello guys, welcome to PrimeTech Automotive YouTube channel. Here I have Mitsubishi 4D56 2.5 liter engine. So I'm going to perform a timing belt and balance belt water pump installation on this engine. So I have removed the engine to rebuild it because the engine was overheated due to radiator crack and the customer being driven until the engine goes dead. So keep watching guys. So here I'm not going to show removing timing covers and stuff. Starting with removing and installing the oil seals. Hence I was rebuilding the engine. I'm replacing all the oil seals, water pump and other components on this engine. Just making sure the seal is correctly installed. So this is the secondary balance shaft seal. So there's a sleeve in the middle that you need to remove it. Then it's easy to install the seal. So you can apply some oil or rubber grease in the middle of the seal, not outside of the seal when you're installing it. I'll just use my flat screwdriver to pull the seal out. So there are tools in the stores that you can buy the seal removers, but I've done this by using the screwdrivers for many times. So if you do the right way, you won't damage the crankshaft or the oil pump side. So you got to be careful when you're doing those things. Alrighty, once you complete the seal installation, I'm just fitting the balancer shaft gear wheels and also the crankshaft gear wheels. I'm just gonna fit them and then I do the torque settings at the end. So here I'm installing the crankshaft gear wheel which the balancer belt runs. So there is a side for it. You need to make sure you install that on the correct side. Just installing all the other pulleys. So here's the next step. I'm just install the water pump now. I have used a genuine gasket but aftermarket water pump. The reason I use a genuine gasket because the aftermarket water pump comes with the the cardboard gasket, which I don't like. So I've seen many times that gasket being leaked. So because of that reason, I purchased the genuine water pump gasket from Mitsubishi. Now just fitting the thermostat and the thermostat housing. Also here, I have purchased the genuine gasket from Mitsubishi Spare Parts. Same reason with the water pump. So here I'm going to show the important steps now before you install any other belts. So making sure the crankshaft and the other marks are okay. So the crankshaft timing mark is perfect. And also I'm just turning the balancer shaft timing mark. So when you turn left and right and then making sure it comes back to the timing mark position, that's where you set the balancer shaft timing mark. So that's the other balancer shaft. So the timing marks are perfect. So next step, I'm just going to install the timing belt, sorry, the balance belt. Here loose fit the balance belt. Keep the slack towards the tensioner side. And then I'm going to install the tensioner spring. And I will put all the torque specs on the description for you guys so to easy. So once I completed the balance shaft installation, so next step to install the timing belt. Since I was doing the engine rebuild on these, so I had to remove the blank cover, the cam cover. If you are replacing the oil seal, yes, you need to remove that cover too. So I just installed that the cam gear cover, and now I'm just installing the spacer in between the timing gear crank pulley and the balancer gear pulley. So making sure that you need to put into the right side. If you put on the opposite, the wrong side, you will install the crank pulley in the wrong position. So those simple steps are very important on these engines. So the camshaft pulley torque is 88 Newton meter. I also put that one in the description, all the torque specs, what needed. Now I'm just installing the timing the main timing belt tensioner adjuster before I install the hydraulic tensioner. Making sure all the timing marks are okay before I install that's the injector pump timing mark. And that's the camshaft timing mark. So the timing marks are very critical and very important, guys, because if you put them wrong, there will be severe damage to the engine, and then $1,000 job maybe end up with $6,000 job. So just be careful, making sure the timing marks are okay. Hence, this engine is interference engine. If you put the timing marks wrong, definitely it's going to hit the valves with the pistons. Same way with the balance shaft belt, route the belt, tension on all the other side, and leave the slack towards the tensioner, the hydraulic tensioner adjuster side. So here also I'm going to show one more important step when you install in the new hydraulic tensioner, because this tensioner has been sitting for a long time in a warehouse or parts counters or anywhere. So before you install that into the car, it's a good habit to the bleeding procedure. So use the vise, release all the way, and press all the way back in and put the pin before you fit that into the engine. So that will bleed all the air inside the tensioner. So once you complete your bleeding procedure, so you can install the tensioner, hydraulic tensioner into the engine. One more important step, so these two bolts, making sure you torque them correctly, and also the tensioner adjuster Allen key in the middle, make sure you torque it correctly, because if you over torque it, this adjuster I was talking about, this Allen key here, and you maybe it won't break at the start, but with the time being, there may be chance to break the center bolt. So once you complete all the timing marks, everything okay, you can remove the pin from the hydraulic tensioner. And now I'm doing all the torque specs to the, applying all the torque into all the bolts. As I remember, they were 26 Newton meter. I will put that on the description, all the torque specs. They are 46 Newton meter. as I remember. So sorry if I'm wrong, but I will put that on the description correctly. So here guys, so I have installed the timing belt and the balancer belt. So engine is still um, doing some work. I gotta fit all the other components around. So adjusting valve clearance. So everything was done. Here's the engine back into the car. Here's the outcome. So engine runs perfect. Again, I did the coolant bleed. Everything runs perfect. So thanks for watching, guys. Check in my channel. There are more important videos. Thanks for watching again. Subscribe and support my channel. Thanks.